Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Crack and Yap. There's a lot of cracking and a lot of yapping that needs to be done, so let me just jump right into it. Today we have a Streets of New Capenna collector booster box that I got for over the holidays. I got it for Christmas specifically. And so I figured, hey, let's just open this bad boy on camera, see if we can get anything in here, and yeah, just talk about life while I do it. So one of the things I thought about doing with this is, obviously the really important cards that I care about here are the triomes. So I figured if we are able to pull a triome, I thought it'd be really fun to try to build a commander deck, maybe do it on camera. We'll see. Using the colors of that triome. So, you know, I thought it'd be a cool thing to do. Maybe if I actually get one, get a triome, then yeah, I'm definitely down to build a commander deck. Kind of just like record myself building a commander deck. So let's hope for a good triome here. Here's our box topper, Gallic Readers. I think Gallic Readers is the box topper for every single box that comes out from Capenna. So I have a few Gallic Readers over my time, so I'll just put that to the side. But yeah, let's just bust right into it. Move these collectibles to the side and just start cracking. So yeah, this is my first video on recording of 2026. So I wanted to talk maybe a little bit about my plans for the new year, kind of some like MTG goals that I set for myself. One of the hard things with the new year is obviously everyone likes to do their New Year's resolutions, and I'm just really bad at resolutions. I don't like. It's not even necessarily that I don't like doing them per se, but I am just like generally very bad with resolutions. So I don't normally set a list of resolutions. Also, I totally just messed up this pack. All right, whatever. Here's all the rares. Let's keep going either way. Oh, well. Okay. Well, speaking of the the triome, there's a Xander's Lounge. I'll put that to the side for the time being. That's very funny. Anything else interesting? Okay, Xander's Lounge. Grixis is probably the easiest one to build out of all of them, because I feel like with a lot of the UBs, the villain of like every single UB is always Grixis color. So I feel like Grixis will be easy to find a commander for. But that's so funny. Literally first pack, I bet not only did I mess up setting the pack up, we then just immediately pulled a Xander's Lounge. That's so funny. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Xander's Lounge. Let me see how these packs are actually set up then. I guess they're normal packs with the the commons at the front. So anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I have a lot of plans for the new year just in general. Especially in regards to Magic stuff. I kind of made a list of what I would call Magic. I guess you can call them Magic resolutions. That I want to. Ooh, that's a good card. Street Artist. That are just basically a resolution list, a New Year's resolution list regarding Magic. And I figured I would talk about some of those goals that I have for 2026, and some of the stuff that I am looking forward to in terms of like the Magic world. So yeah, here we go. As I open pack number 3, one of the things I've been interested in, or like my first resolution to myself, is going to be playing more Pauper. I really want to get more into 60 card format, and I don't know how I feel about Standard right now. Mostly because Standard is actually just generally always has been very, very expensive. So I figured, nice, there is another triome. Maybe, yeah, I mean, I got quite a few triomes here. I'll choose one of these to build, I'm sure. But as I was saying, oh my god. Okay. Yeah, another Triumph. I have a lot of options is what I'm learning. There's a Jetmir's Garden. So I got Naya and I got Jund, I believe is that color combo. So got a lot of options here. But yeah, I want to play more 60 card formats. I just don't know if standard is really for me. I think a lot of the issues I have with standard is it's very, very expensive. Just even as a barrier of entry of getting like a good deck can feel very expensive sometimes. And of course, you know, I don't always have to go in with like the best deck or a good deck per se. I could just go in with a fun deck that I put together with some of the cards I own. But if I'm just like getting beaten every single time, what's the fun in that? So yeah, Pauper, for me, Pauper is what I am kind of interested in looking at. So I definitely want to see if I can get myself into some more Pauper games and getting more into Pauper itself. Hey, speaking of Xander himself, there it is. Hello, Xander. Okay, second resolution that I wrote for myself is to draft more. I want to be drafting a lot more, both IRL and in Arena. Drafting is the one format that I find myself fairly weak in. I think just like card selection, you kind of need to know the format right. Choosing what cards you want to draft is also a skill within itself, and I'm just not exactly the best at it. So I would love to draft some more and play a lot more draft. With Arena too, it's like really easy just to kind of like pick up and play. So definitely something I want to be doing more. For resolution number 3, I have Get Into Canlander. Another meeting of the 5. But yeah, Canlander, a very, very cool format. Another format that I think generally I've seen Canlander be somewhat expensive, but I know that it's not always that case. But Canlander is a format I'm definitely really interested in, seeing if I can get a Canlander deck built. Not exactly sure where I would start with that, but it definitely is something that I'm interested in. So that is number 4 on my list. All right, number 5 on my list is just go to more events, more Magic nights that are hosted by my LGS. I am lucky enough to live in a pretty big city, so there's a bunch of game stores down here that each host events on different days. So I just want to go out and play some more Magic. I feel like it's very, very simple to say, but in practice can sometimes feel very hard. Ooh, Yada, nice. But yeah, I would love to go out, play some more Magic with people at a game store. So that is my number 6, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's my 4th one. Nice. Okay. All right. My next resolution is to start scrapping some of my unused Commander decks. I have quite a few over the times I've been playing this game. I've built a lot of decks. I've gotten a lot of precons as well, and there's quite a few decks that I own that I just don't use anymore. And I would love to start scrapping some of those decks for their parts. I'm not exactly sure how to begin doing that, just because I'm always worried that if I do scrap a deck that I would want to play it later. But I think it would be a good idea for me to start scrapping some of those decks that I don't play. Ooh, I really like that art. Ognus the Dragon's Lash. That's cool. Yeah, I think... Ooh, nice. And a Void Rend. Very good card. Yeah, really want to scrap some of my decks. And just start, start fresh. Building new decks that I'm interested in playing. The ones that I just don't play anymore are just sitting in my Magic cases. So yeah, that's one of my goals. My next resolution is to finish building a new deck for my wife. She has a bunch of decks that or a bunch of commanders, I should say, that we've been kind of interested in building out. But I really want to start kind of breaking those down and building those out, because I think it'll be fun for us to have another deck to play. So right now we have a is it Erebos, the Selesnya cat deck that we're interested in building, and so that will be on the docket. Nice, a Ledger Shredder, huge. I know Ledger Shredder's a good card. But yeah, I really want to be building some more decks for her. Nice, another Errant Street Artist. Want to be building some more decks for her. I think that'll be fun for her. So yeah, that is on my list of resolutions. 2 more resolutions I have. The next one is selling off my bulk. I have a lot of bulk cards, and I really need to get rid of them in some way or another. So I think one of my resolutions is going to be selling off a bunch of the extra bulk that I own at some point in time. Not really sure when I'm going to be able to do that. I have a really bad habit. I mean, it's the hoarder's habit, right? Of like, oh, what if I need these bulk cards for this deck that I built? But in reality, I really should just kind of get rid of them and look to try and... ooh, another Jetmir's Garden. Huge. Hey, Rabble Rousing. This is a very fun card. Very famous for... this is what I based my Ramble Rousing show off of. Was a play on this Rabble Rousing card. But yes, I want to sell off a bunch of my bulk. I mean, look at this. Like, I've opened all these collector packs. I've already opened all these cards, and like some of these cards aren't even worth that much. But yeah, they just sit and like collect dust in my collection. I really just need to get rid of them. So that's on my list of things I want to do. And then finally, the very last resolution on my list is to own a serialized card. I really want to get a serialized card at some point in time. I think my plan is obviously to just buy the serialized single at some point in time if I can get my hands on one. But if I'm able to pull a serialized card, that'd be really cool. I'm not planning to I'm obviously, you know, not planning to spend all that money just opening collector boosters and like buying collector booster boxes. I definitely can't do that. But I would like to at least own a serialized card. I'm thinking right now of getting the Teysa Orzhov Scion card from Ravnica Remastered. I think that'd be a really cool one to own just because I love Teysa and it can fit in one of my decks. But I would love to get my hands on a serialized card this year. I just don't even know how that's going to happen. So we will see. But yeah, that is my resolution list for 2026. Got a lot of resolutions on there. Some of them are pretty basic stuff, but there are a few on there like selling off my bulk and scrapping my commander decks and owning a serialized card that I think are like really high stretch goals that I really want to see if I can accomplish this year. And it'll be fun just to chase it. So that would be great. All right. With that said, back to the star of the show, the actual packs. So we have hit... Ooh, Beamtown Bullies. Nice. We have hit... Gala Graders. Hello. Oh! Halo Fountain. This is arguably, in my mind, the other hit of the set. Probably, like, the most expensive non-Triome card is probably Halo Fountain, I think. So, very nice. I didn't think I would pull a Halo Fountain. That's really cool. But, yeah, I mean, look, man. We've already hit 4 Triomes. We're in a good spot. Here we go. Last pack. Let's see if we can get one more Triome. But yeah, I'm already like just very happy hitting the Triomes that I have, so I cannot complain. Jetmir's Garden is especially useful because I can put one of these into a Dino deck, my Pantlaza deck, since I have an upgraded Pantlaza deck, so that'll be good to have. All right, here we go. The last pack of the day. There's the mountain. Let's see if we can get anything good. Disciplined Duelist. Oh, Garbage Towers. Cabaretti Charm. Another Rabble Rousing. That's cool. Metzio Mugger. Black Market Tycoon. Rigo. And Paranese, the Subtle Brush. And I think this is, yeah, nothing here. Alright. There it is. 12 packs of new Capenna coming out with a Halo Fountain, which is really cool, obviously. We got 2 Jetmir's Gardens, the Proving Grounds for Gruul, and then the Xander's Lounge for Grixis. I think what I will do is I will look at these 3 color combos and choose... I think my plan is probably just to choose a few commanders of each, and maybe I'll run a poll. I think that'd be cool if I like do a little like YouTube poll to see what people might be interested in seeing me build, and then I will do a full build on just like record myself on Moxfield, just like choosing cards. I think that'd be really, really cool. But yeah, right now, I mean, obviously I got the 2 full arts here, so I think those 2 are probably gonna be the ones I look to the most, but who knows? Like I said, I do have a Dino deck that could use a Triome, so that's probably where one of the Jetmir's Gardens are going. But I will probably find... I think what I'll do is, yeah, I'll find a commander. I'll find a Grixis commander. I'll find a Naya commander. And I will find a Gruul commander. A Jund commander. And I will see if I can build a deck for each of those. But yeah, very, very good packs. I am very happy with 4 Triomes. I think I can rest easy having picked those up. Out of the packs, especially since this was a gift, so it was great to open those. Halo Fountain is always cool. Got a bunch of really cool extra cards as well. Like I know I have a Ledger Shredder, which is somewhere in here, which is a really good card. Here's Ledger Shredder. The Street Artist is also very popular. The one that can copy target spell you control that wasn't cast. There are a bunch of decks that can abuse that, so very, very cool. A lot of really good opens. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video.